Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story.
Wow. God, what the hell? I am back. Welcome back. Hopefully, you all are having a good day. I am also having a good one. Just a bit tired, but whatever. We push on. So yeah, what's going on? What's happening? Let's check the news, shall we? See what is up. See if there is anything worth talking about. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, what's going on? What's up? How we doing? I'm gonna say that. That seems interesting. Um, Yesterday I spent, I think majority of the stream just oh, that's smart. Lol. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Um, yep, spent the majority working on basically just gathering pictures of Lini now that she is done, so that I can at some point post them in all the different socials or whatever. That was the goal. That is the intention. Obviously, we're not done with that. One of the things that we need to take a picture of, one of the last things I need to take a picture of, is the Lini model with Poyomi shaders. However, I think because of the way I did the whole like Unity stuff, at least at the time, I couldn't find a way to sort of replace the M-Tune shaders that she currently had on with the Poyomi shaders. Um, Maybe that's because I, left it as the sort of materials being embedded and not like external. Uh, Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. At the point where we did like we technically finished everything that I needed to do with Lenny, I kind of was just, that was the end, towards the end of the stream. Kind of was just like whatever. Um, I'll do this later because technically it is done. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Well, that's what we're doing today in a moment. Um, Sorry. And yeah, and then later today we'll play a game of some kind. Yesterday we played Gigantic, which is really fun actually. It is a lot like Overwatch in the terms of, it's like a hero shooter, but also kind of like a MOBA. There's like a very clear objective, and very cool. It's a very cool game. What little I got to play of it yesterday. I still need to mention it to my friend group. Maybe we'll play it someday. Who knows though? But yeah, that was fun. I think today what we're gonna do for the gaming thing is obviously, on Wednesday we played some Sky, and we got to, I think, a point in the game where it was a pretty it's a pretty big, I think, pretty important part of the game coming up. And I knew that I knew we weren't going to play yesterday because of, I wanted to try out Gigantic. But we'll do it today because why not? And so yeah, that's pretty much the plan going forward. Um, so yeah, once I'm done with the looking at the news, which at the moment I don't really see anything interesting, tbh. We'll start off first with obviously last before we finished off yesterday. Um, I received an animation made by Broly, which I guess we're gonna render out so we can actually have as a whole like video, because I didn't do that yesterday. Render that out, and then I guess I'll post it. I need to make an Instagram. I don't have one. So we'll have to do that real quick, and then we'll probably post it afterwards. And then after that, we will go over to Unity and do the whole Poyomi thing that I need to fix. Take a picture of her in Warudo with the new Poyomi shaders on her, and then we'll be done with the whole like gathering of pictures process. I did realize today, obviously, now that she's done, I can add her to the starting soon screen. So I'll have to think about what I want to do about that. Um, where I want to place her, what I want her to be doing. Um, but yeah, even with 4 characters, or I guess it's about to be 4 characters in the okay, yeah. in the in the living room setting, it's starting to feel a bit crowded. I think I did mention, and this is like a long time ago, because I did the living room sort of setting like ages, it feels like ago. But I said like obviously, once it starts to get a bit too crowded, which I don't know if it is now. I don't know if it's like now is the time. Maybe after like 1 or 2 more characters, depending on like if I can place them down somewhere. Um, I guess the sort of idea was that I would expand the living room, to include some other rooms of this building house, whatever it is. Uh, so yeah, we have this sort of living room space. I was also going to provide different camera angles, but I never made the wall. I think I've never made the wall that, you know, where the TV is, and yeah, I guess mostly because it kind of leaves things a bit open-ended. I could add a doorway that way, and then if I had a doorway, then I could link to other rooms and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be very, I guess, interesting going back to to that. That was like the first time I ever tried to do something in creating a bit of an environment. It's definitely something I'm not used to. Which is why the overlay is so difficult to make here. Hold on, let me turn on the music now. Is that too loud? Oh right, I did turn up the music yesterday because of Gigantic. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Back to where it was yesterday. Before Gigantic. Alright. There wasn't that much news, honestly. So let us go in here and continue. Alright, so I'm gonna render out the animation. I guess while the animation is rendering out, I will go online and make a quick Instagram account so that I may post it. Hopefully my username is already taken. We'll see though. No. Wait, what? Why? Hold on. I hit sign up and it's taking its sweet time. Why is that? Hmm? Wait, why isn't this working? It's not even like loading or anything. I'm a bit afraid, I guess, that if I try to refresh the page, it'll act as if I already signed in. Or wait, ooh, did my internet like get shut off or something? I'm still connected to everything. It's just Instagram isn't working. What the heck? Alright, let's try that again. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? Everything else seems to be fine. Yeah. Alright, hold on. I think the... Oh, wait, where did I save it to? Wait, I didn't... Let me check something. Hold on. I don't think that changed. Did it? No, yeah, it didn't change it. Alright, give me... Wait. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me check something. It's here. Oh, it got saved in the Fearin folder. Alright, good to know. Let me look at that. Yeah, I don't know why Instagram isn't working. It won't let me sign up. It won't even, like, tell me. It doesn't even load up when I click sign up. It's acting really weird. Alright, hold on. Even if that doesn't work, let me look at the animation. Oh shit. Oh, it animated every frame out. Hold on. I didn't save it as a video format. I saved it as a photo. I think I could go into like maybe Blender's, what is it again? Like video editing, and sort of combine everything together. Alright, let's try that again. Render animation. Let me try logging in. Maybe for some miracle. It actually registered me. Nope. Never mind. Ah. Alright, let me try that again. Let me check my emails. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I try to sign up, and it doesn't even load up when I try to sign up. How weird. Why? Is there another way for me to log in? Let me see. Maybe I should try making the account on my phone? Because it doesn't seem to work on desktop. Also, I think the render's done. Alright, hold on. I need to play it, like, in... For some reason, I can't play it, like, using the Windows, like, whatever player, but I can play it in Blender. Not Blender, sorry. In... In OBS, I mean. Oh god, it's still very slow, though. And what the fuck happened to it? What? Where'd it go? Why isn't it... Oh, it played, apparently. Why does it disappear like halfway? Oh, you know what? I think it broke again. Hold on. I need to like re-render it or something. Forgot why. God. Something like this happened to me before, and I don't remember how I fixed it. Oh wait, hold on. You think I could just like... Alright, hold on. Let me just try to export it again or render it out again. For some reason it only renders like 3 seconds. Or how big is the file? Hold on. Oh, I deleted it. Oh wait, no I didn't. Wait, did I? Let me check the properties. But just the properties not tell me. Yeah, it is only 3 seconds long. How weird. Why? Maybe it's the container that I'm using. Hold on. Oops. Alright, hold on. Alright, let's try that again. Let me try rendering this out. Oh yeah, and then while I render that out, let me make I guess an Instagram account on my phone because it won't let me make it on my desktop for some reason. What the fuck? Hopefully this time around the video won't be 3 seconds long for whatever reason. What? We're having trouble verifying your email right now. Please try again later. That's weird. Is that why it's not working? Yeah, I can't make an Instagram account for whatever reason. I tried on my desktop and it doesn't even like show that it's loading. There's no error message saying that like, oh, someone's already using that username or someone's already using that email. Nothing like that. And I tried it on my phone and it tells me that it can't process my email right now, to come back later. So I guess what we're gonna do is, obviously I'm still rendering out the video, the animation. Probably post it later. I'll try again. They're on yeah, right? I'm like, what's going on? They know too much. I know too much. They're trying to shut me up. Why? I don't know. What am I even saying? Oh, okay. The way this way it actually looks very nice. Okay, hold on. I wonder if I could play it on stream. Oh, we can't even see what I'm looking at. That's fine. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck, it's gone. Oh, wait, I could turn on the properties to loop. It set it to loop for now. It's really big, apparently. So yeah, this is the final render of the animation that that Broly made yesterday. Animation's nice. Yeah, it's not mine. I'm definitely not claiming this as mine. Another viewer by the name of Broly. He comes around here often now. He wanted to animate something with the character, and that's what he animated. Very nice. Yeah, right. I like it. It's really cool. He suggested I post it on Instagram and like tag him and like credit him to, like, you know, I made the model but he did the animation. And now the bar is set for you. Yeah, right. Now I know what I'm striving for. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do right now. I was trying to make an Instagram account for me, for whatever I'm doing, but it won't let me. Very odd, very weird. But yeah, I was just rendering it out right now since I said I would do that first thing today. But now that that's rendered out, we can move on to whatever. Also, they're going. Yes, I updated it yesterday. Or I showed it off yesterday. I had it like done for like a while, but I was like, I'm gonna wait until I finish the overlay before I guess show them off. But I'm still working on that. I'm really bad with environments. They always look very like, I don't know, like a child made it, I guess. At least that's how I see it. So I just decided to show him off regardless. Especially since if we're gonna do some animation learning, maybe I want to kind of use him because he's simple and small for animations and stuff. That's how my anniversary to go. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, especially since it's supposed to be kind of like a bit of a outdoorsy sort of look. It's not the best. I mean, I have it. I could show it off right now. I do have it in OBS, but I literally decided like right before I was about to stream that yeah, I think I might sit this one back and maybe improve it a bit more before I show it off. Anyway, hold on. Alright, I'm closing out of all my tabs and stuff because now, like I said, we're going back to Unity to fix some things. Oh, but hold on, I'm getting a call. One sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. That is one of the funny things though, is that even though I mute my mic, you can still see that I am talking or noise is being made. Can I open it up from there? Let me see. But yeah, how have you been, Catless? How are you? How are you? Let me... Oh wait, hold on. Nah. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, I'm opening up the Unity file where I make my Warudo files, because like I said, technically we're done with Linny, but last time I was done with her, you know, the Polyme shaders that I ended up making weren't actually added to the model. And by that point it was like, you know, I think it was like too late. I kind of just wanted to get it over with that night. It was towards the end of the stream, so I was like, I'll do that another day. Because technically it is done. But just, it had the wrong shaders. So, we're gonna quickly go in and see if we can try to do that real fast. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I was like so out of it. I was so done by that point that I was just like, I'll do it later. I'll do it another day. Which... But yeah, I'll put that up on screen once it's done loading up. It's gonna take a minute. What do you guys see right now? Oh, you guys can't see it. You guys can look at this Blender file while we're at it, while I wait. And then we'll swap over. Well, actually, one thing I need to do is I need to... This is like a new like scene, so I have to like go back to the old one to copy like the different sources that I had. Like, I don't have a Unity source for the new one, so I need to, like, copy it. And, oops. And add it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Ooh, hopefully my OBS doesn't crash. Yesterday my OBS crashed, like, towards the middle of the stream. For no good reason. Alright, let me try while we wait for Unity to load up. Let me try again to register. Oh, you know what? While we wait, let me look that up. Instagram. We were having trouble verifying your email from 2 years ago. I could try to, because, you know, it gives you the option of, like, logging in with your Facebook account. I could go around that way and, like, make a Facebook account for this, and then, you know, log in to Instagram like that. Maybe that might be quicker. Let me see. Let me try that. I've exhausted... I don't think I've exhausted everything, but I'm exhausted. That's what I'll say. Let me just try one more time on desktop before I commit to making a Facebook account. Alright, it won't let me. Log in with Facebook. Never. Wait, no account. First name. Birthday. Ooh, custom. Alright, apparently that's loading up. Oh, okay. Oh, it actually worked. Okay, I might be able to just kind of go around it. The only issue is that I had to make a Facebook account, which doesn't feel like the best thing to own in 2024. Ooh, I got a notification. Welcome to Facebook. What's on your mind? Alright, let's go to Instagram now. Ooh, sneaky. I can't do it still. Sorry, something went wrong creating your account. Please try again soon. Even that method doesn't work. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just try later. My what's it called? My Unity's done loading. It is bizarre. I wonder if they're doing like, oh, you have to like, you have to be invited to join Instagram. Like, there was like some social medias that did that. I forgot which ones. Anyway, here we are. So who was it? I think it was. Oh, it's character, isn't it? So yeah, the issue was that character has some materials here, but the issue is that they are all M-Toon. Not the Poyomi shaders. And I try to figure out like how to change it. Like if there was some way to like make it so that I could like insert the materials that I made, the Poyomi ones, like by dragging and dropping. That doesn't work. Select shader, edit shader opens up, what's it called? Something to program. I forgot what it was called. So yeah, it makes me think that I might have to like start from the beginning, back with oops, why the fuck is, oh my bad, hold on. I was like, why is there axe there but not everything else? Also, yeah, the Waterdo versions for some reason didn't have the sword. Where's the sword? Oh, the sword isn't here. Wait, what? Wait. Does, hold on. Oh, this FBX version doesn't have her sword. It only has the axe, dagger, spear. I guess I must have forgotten to select it. When I imported this version, because I think I imported a new version, because I think I... What was the issue? I had to, like, do something. I had to go back and, like, fix something with the model. I don't remember what it was, but I needed to re-import it back in. And I guess when I re-imported it, I kind of forgot to include the sword, and then I never checked if it was there. Because I did notice that yesterday, when I was doing the whole, like, Warudo, taking pictures and such, the sword wasn't an object that I could access. But yeah, as you can see, it's using embedded materials. When usually, I'd be recommended to use external materials, which is legacy. And I'm thinking because I was using embedded, I'm not allowed to like swap out the materials anymore at the point where the model is right now. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know. I have forgotten how to bring things to, whoops, how to bring things to Waterdo. Let me look up the video again, just to remind myself. Oh wait, you probably hear the ads. Let me shut that up. As I don't think does she use external materials? I don't remember if she does. Let me see. Let me look in her video. Cause I always use external materials. I don't know why this time around I decided not to. Why I decided to just leave it on embedded. Am I dumb? Um. Oh no, yeah, she is using embedded, but she extracts the materials. I think that's something that I didn't do. Maybe that's why? Hold on. Oh, I know. It doesn't give me the option either way. Yeah, I don't know. I think, though, hold on. Oh, that's everything? Oh, shit. I can see shaders. No, that's not. Oh, let me look it up. Hold on. Maybe there's a way to do this without going through all this hassle again. Let's see. Shit. I hit edit again. God damn it. It's gonna open up Virtual Studio. Oops. I wonder what does happen. Hold on. I do wonder what happens. Hold on. If I like create a copy of this, or what should I do? Copy path. I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on. The fuck? I probably should have made a copy of the M2 versions, but I think it's fine. The M2 versions, I don't think I did too much. The Bohemian versions, some parts I think I added. This is hair. A lot of errors. Holy shit. Why are so many errors? Alright, and then I think I should be able to make this. Oops. Hopefully there's no errors, we'll see. Alright, well that loads up. Let me once again try to make an Instagram account. Nope, still not happening. Guess I'll have to wait some more. Wait longer. Alright, it seems to have worked. There's a few warnings in the thing, but they're all polygamy warnings, so fingers crossed, that's everything. Alright, I think we could exit out of the Unity file now. And I'm going to... Oh god, I closed out of Steam. Need to open it up again so that I can launch up Warudo, and we could see the difference between the M-Tune version of Linny and then also the Poyomi version. Alright. Ooh, Rhythm. Steam Rhythm Fest. Discounts demos for, I guess, rhythm games. The hell? Oh. Alright, let me launch up Warudo, and I'll put that on screen as soon as it is done loading up. Opening scene. Alright. Let me put it up on screen now that it's loaded up. Alright, we're back. Back to Warudo. So yeah, this is her in her M-Tune form. Using, the M-Tune shaders. Not bad. I think I also have a rig. What was it again? It was like Control P. Oh. Oh, I makes her disappear. Oh, there we go. Just hide away her weapons. Alright, and then we can switch over to, hopefully, the... What is this? This is the VRM version. This is the Warudo version, with the exact same tune shader, or I guess M-Tune. And then this should have the Poyomi shader. So let's see. I'm gonna quickly see if I could tell the difference. The hair is different. That's for sure. Apart from that though, what else is different from her? She has, I think spectacle on her, or not specular. That's what I meant to say, specular. Is it specular, or is it, I think it might be more like a rim light around her body, so that, like, shadows form, depending on where you're looking at her from. I don't think she's rigged. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, she is. I mean, like, she follows the exact same shape keys, or not shape keys, you know, inputs as the last one. I guess it makes sense that they're the exact same character. Alright, let me snap a pic, and then we will be done with the photo taking that I needed to do. So let me caption. What is this? This is Lenny. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to do. In terms of picture grabbing, I could probably like grab other things too. Maybe make some like videos of like, you know, the rotating camera around her, or like, you know, show off her wireframe as well. That I'm pretty sure all that stuff is relatively simple. So if I need to do it, I will. But I'm not. It's not on the docket, I guess, in terms of things I want to do right now. Let me close out of this. Yes. That was actually really quick. I mean, it was kind of destructive, since I basically got rid of her MToon shadings, and I think I'll have to like go back and add those if I want to like do that again, but I don't think I need to. I already have the VRM version with the MToon shaders, so hopefully I won't need to. And if I do, then it's relatively easy, I think, to go back and fix that. Anyway, now that that's done, I did, hold on. Let me load up Blender again, so there's something on the screen. Ooh, what the fuck? Alright, let me put this up on screen. We can hide that. We can put back the Blender. Boom. There we go. I should make Blender a bit bigger. Alright, let me check Instagram again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's really weird. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, I did write down the things that I wanted to do during this time where I'm kind of like not working on a character. One of those things was to fix Lenny's Warudo version. It does not have Poimi shaders, probably embedded materials instead of legacy materials, yeah. That has been fixed, although kind of destructively. It is technically fixed. The other things are the animation deep dive, gather vids to do animation, think about what I can animate. Oh, I do have a bunch of videos that I wanted to sort of watch, that sort of deal with animation, talk about animation in Blender, that is. You could potentially look at those right now. Another thing I want to do is I want to add a twist bone to Linny, and then bring her into VR chat again, and see how it looks. Because right now, oop, that's not her, that's a picture of her. Right now she has one big bone for her, what do we call that, forearm? And for the twist bone, you obviously have to, like, duplicate this and split it. And then, you know, white paint it a little bit. But other than that, everything else is pretty much kept. I have a video for it that I need to watch. We could possibly do that. Oh yeah, and then we work on getting pics and stuff for of Linny, so that I can post them on Twitter. And even set up my station, my art station, I mean. I also set up yesterday the blenderartist.org, which allows you to link to a bunch of things. I saw you could link to an art station, and you can link to your Twitter account, which is very cool. Another thing is put Linny inside of the living room. Obviously, I have the living room for the starting soon screen. I can work towards adding her to the living room. I have to think of like where I want her. Exactly, because like I said, I think the angle of the room that I have is also doesn't help with like the amount of space that I have to put her in. I also kind of, I guess, but not really, I guess. I don't know. Like to keep what they're doing sort of related to their character. And Linny's like an expressionless, emotionless demon. What would she be doing in a room? That's the real question. And then the last thing, which I don't know if I want to do this actually like on stream. I think this is just something I wrote down that I need to do personally. But I need to start planning out things for, you know, Halloween. Yes, Halloween, but holidays, like for instance Halloween and Christmas, and also my birthday, which will come at some point. But I really do need to sit down and actually start thinking about that kind of stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me go. I got a message. Hmm. Alright, hold on. Almost done. Alright. What the fuck? My phone made a weird noise. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. Okay. What was I? Yeah, you know what? I'll do the Instagram stuff later. For some reason, it just doesn't work for me. It's being very bizarre. All right, let's look at some animation videos now. What is this? This is Instagram. Get out of here. Get out of here, you. So I think a good one to start off with, like I said, I haven't really seen any of these videos, so I don't know if like they're good or not. I guess I'll sort of like gauge whether or not like I'll continue watching different videos depending on like how I feel, if I'm actually getting anything good out of it or not. But this one is by a guy who does a lot of really good animation stuff, or he does a lot of animation stuff, to be fair. And he released a video not that long ago called Blender 4.2 What's New? Animation and Rigging. So in 8 minutes, he talks about, I guess, a bunch of different things that were added to Blender in 4.2 that have to deal with animation. I think that's maybe a good place to start. I also have some other videos. I have one where he talks about the principles of animation for like 20 minutes. I have like an hour-long video going over the basics, or learning the basics of Blender animation. There also is a follow-up video to that one, which is only 35 minutes long. I have a Joey one talking about his, what is this? His character animation secrets. And then we also have kind of like a throwaway one, I guess, but it's Blender add-ons animators need in 2024. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch that one. I guess it depends if like the add-ons are free. Because if they're not, then I don't really care. I guess. Hold on. What is on? Alright. So let me put this up on screen. Ooh, I might not even have a thing for this. Or do I? What is? Let me delete this. I don't need this anymore. Oh, actually, no, I'll keep it. Never mind. Game capture. Image 2. What is this? Let me delete this, I think. I don't need this. I need to organize this, this OBS thing. Alright, what am I doing? Alright, I need to, oh yeah, I'm here because I need to copy the, where is it? Window capture. Alright, so yeah, this is the video that we'll watch for a bit. 10 minutes long. Let me pause the music so that we can hear it. Not to be distracted. Alright, let's watch what's new.
Hi everyone, this is Pierrick from P2 Design. The newest long-term support version of Blender just landed. It's time for me to go over some of the new rigging and animation features you may have missed in Blender 4.2 but also in the previous Blender 4 versions.
Alright, cool, very nice.
Some overlays are now context sensitive. You can still find the main overlays in the overlays menu, but some options are only accessible whenever you are in the specific mode they are used by. In this case, I can see both the pose mode and weight painting mode overlays, making the default overlays less cluttered. Talking about visibility, we can filter selectability and visibility per object type directly in the header. That's super handy for animators, as we can lock the selectability of all objects but armatures, for example, preventing us from selecting or moving any object, lights or whatever by mistake. Bone wire width can now be modified, so you can now easily make your custom bone shape thicker Improving your rig readability.
Thicker.
We already knew about bone collections, but we can now solo a collection. That's super handy. No need to hide all the other collection to display only one collection, or two if you want. If you hold Shift, you can solo multiple collections at once. The option is pretty easy to expose in your rig UI, and since I added it to my rig UI, I use it all the time. Here you can see the line of script used to expose the His Solo option, but you can also download this rig for free and check out the script yourself. The next one can be seen as a small improvement, but you will save tons of time with it. If you rig, you may often use the option to copy the constraint from one bone to another, going to Pose, Constraint, Copy Constraint to select it. But this will copy all the constraint from the active bone to the selected bones. But now, through the drop-down menu of any constraint, you can choose to copy specific constraint to the selected bones. And that's really cool. And this new option is not only available for constraints, but also for drivers. Bone A is driven by the bone called driver. I can select bone B, shift-click bone A to make it active, and I can right-click and choose to copy a single driver to bone B, or copy all the drivers at once on bone B. When I now move my driver bone, both bone A and bone B get the same behavior. And this will work on any property bound to a bone. Bone A has a constraint with a couple of drivers that come from the driver bone. Bone B has one constraint targeting the driver. It's a copy rotation. If I select bone B and make bone A active, and if I right-click on the driven property of the copy rotation constraint of bone A, I can use copy driver to select it. And now both bone A and bone B copy rotations have the same driver. With those options, we can now easily copy a specific constraint from one bone to another, and then copy its driver from one constraint to another. And if you rigged before, I guess you did that a lot of times. Now, what you have to understand is that Blender identifies the property by name. So in that case, it searches for the influence of the constraint named copy scale. So if I change the name of the copy scale constraint, I can no longer copy the driver from the other copy scale constraint because they don't have the same name. Or if I choose to change the name of my copy rotation constraint to copy scale so that it's even more confusing, so the constraint of bone A and bone B being a copy scale and copy rotation are now both named copy scale, I can copy the driver from one constraint to another even though they are not the same constraint type. So just be cautious with that to properly name your constraint, or do not rename them at all. If you want to learn animation, rigging and much more in Blender, discover my extensive courses on...
Oh, just like an ad. Okay, that's fine. It's his channel. You know, he could do a little ad.
My exclusive free character rigs only on p2designacademy.com. When animating, the I shortcut will no longer open the keying menu. It will instead insert a keyframe following your keying set that are available in the timeline. And if no keying set is defined, it will key the channels and properties enabled in the preferences. In this case, if I disable everything but rotation mode, with my Topsu controller selected, if I press I, you can see that only the rotation mode has been keyed. That's why I generally use the keying set available, so that I only key channels and property I manually keyed at...
Wait, what? I want to hear that again, sorry.
No follow no longer open designacademy.com. When animating, the I shortcut will no longer open the keying menu. It will instead insert a keyframe following your keying set that are available in the timeline. And if no keying set is defined, it will key the channels and properties enabled in the preferences. In this case, if I disable everything but rotation mode, with my Topsu controller selected, if I press I, you can see that only the rotation mode has been keyed. That's why I generally use the keying set available, so that I only key channels and property I manually keyed at the very beginning of the animation stage. The insert keyframe menu is now triggered by the K key. allowing me to insert a keyframe regardless of the keying set. In this example, I can choose location and rotation, and only those channels will be keyed. And we can change the keying set type by pressing the Shift K shortcut. If I pick location and press I, only location will be keyed. My workflow hasn't changed that much. Whenever I begin a new animation, I generally press K and choose the whole character option. If I don't know the rig, I will select the controllers and choose whole character selected bones only. What I like about those two is that they will key the custom properties and they won't key any locked channel. Then I can press Shift K and switch to available. This way, whenever I'm posing my character, only the channel that already received the keyframe will be keyed, keeping my animation data super clean. On top of that, through the preferences, we can now enable the only insert needed option. The manual option will be triggered whenever you press I manually, while the auto option will be triggered by the auto keying enabled through the timeline. If I select my character's foot, and I now change its location, only its location will be keyed. If I change both the location and rotation, both the location or rotation get keyed, and you guessed it, changing the scaling keys the scale too. Check out this complete guide by Rick from the Blender Studio. By the way, if you are enjoying this video so far, please consider giving it a like, subscribing, and dropping a nice comment. The motion path now feature a before and after color. By default, it still has this light blue color, but if you enable custom color, you can set a different color for the before and after position, making it way more readable. One cool feature that was also added a while ago is that you can now calculate the motion path in camera space. So now I do know where my character is in the camera view. This drastically improves the polishing stage. And obviously you can change those custom colors at will. Check out this video to truly understand how cool the motion path is for your animations. One great update associated with the NLA is the action baking. We can now choose what kind of channel we are baking. Location, rotation, scale, the B-bone options, and even custom properties. Being able to bake custom properties is awesome, especially if you switch mechanism during an animation. Forward and inverse kinematics, for example. So you can now have cleaner baked data, ignoring the channels you don't need. There are also a lot of improvement in the way we manipulate strips, making their editing way smoother and comfortable. I didn't cover all the improvement in both performances and tools. There will be a lot to say since the last long-term support version of Blender, but I wanted to show my favorite ones, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay. Yeah. TBH, a lot of the stuff I didn't really understand. Maybe once I get deeper into things, maybe I will, but not bad. The principles of... What is this again? Principles of Animation in Blender, released 2 years ago, so it's a bit, I guess, outdated, but, you know, it's only about 20 minutes long. God, there's a lot of, like, different bits. Intro, animation, cog, keyframe, blocking and blocking stage, key poses, breakdowns, in-betweens, timing and spacing, arcs, spline and polishing, squash and stretch, smears, and multiples, anticipation, extreme, staging, straight ahead, pose to pose, follow through and overlapping, slow in and slow out, twinning, frame rate, animating on ones and or on twos, secondary action, exaggeration, solid drawing, appeal, outro.
Hi everyone, this is Pedrick from P2 Design. In this video we are going to learn about animation principles and other definitions and how they apply in Blender and beyond. There is a lot in this video, so feel free to ask in the comments below for specific...
I want to zoom in, that's why. I don't know how it looks like in OBS. once I zoom in. Yeah, like it grows a bit.
First principle or word we should learn about is animation. Animation is the state
But
of
it's
being
breathe into
full of
life into your
life or
character.
vigor. It's not about moving things, it's about making them feel alive. That's why we may separate motion design and animation. It doesn't mean that motion design can't feel lively. COG or COG is the center of gravity of your character or
Oh, that makes sense.
considered as the main pivot point and controller. It often refers to the torso root, position closed to the hips. This is the controller you may always polish first and give extra attention to, as it generally leads all the other body features. Your timeline is divided in frames. A keyframe is the digital drawing of your character. This definition may differ a bit, but we may consider it's a single image from an animated sequence. In Blender, it stores the transformation value of your character controllers on a given frame. You can insert a keyframe pressing I or using the AutoKeying option in the timeline. In the dope sheet and action editor, you can change the keyframe type using the R key. It's just a landmark and won't affect the animation or key's behavior. You can learn everything you need about keying set in my previous video. Animation blocking or blocking stage is the process of creating the main poses of your character's animation, also known as key poses. During this stage, we generally use stepped interpolation or constant interpolation, accessible with the T shortcut in your animation editors, to prevent the computer from interpolating between poses. Otherwise, the animation may look floaty or messy. Key poses or golden poses are important drawings or poses that define your animation. If we take the example of a throw, that will be the idle pose, the starting pose, then the anticipation, the current throw, and eventually the overshoot or settle. With these initial poses, we clearly understand the meaning of this animation. Breakdowns are additional poses that are generally created during the detail blocking or blocking plus stage, and better show how to get from key pose A to key pose B. You can use the breakdowner tool pressing Shift E to help you figure out the base pose of your breakdowns and then refine them by hand. In-betweens are all the poses in between the key poses and breakdowns. In 3D animation, we generally polish these poses using the graph editor. In traditional or 2D animation, it's often the job of in-betweeners, generally junior animators, that create these additional drawings based on the timing, spacing, and key poses provided by the lead animator. Check this video from Aaron Blaze, one of the masters of 2D animation.
No! I don't want to build a fucking website.
Here's the difference between timing and spacing. Timing is the when. On the bouncing ball example here, the ball hits the wall on frame 10, the ground on frame 22, then it reaches its highest point on frame 26 and contact the next wall on frame 30. This is the timing, while spacing is the distance or space drawn by a given point between two frames. It communicates the speed and can be displayed using the motion path in Blender. Arcs are drawn by the motion path of any moving object or feature of your character. It's very unlikely a body feature of any living creature will move along a perfect straight line. Clean and smooth arcs are often the key to a great animation and can be displayed using the Calculate Motion Path operation. You can find this option under the object properties and the armature properties whenever you are working with an armature. I truly advise you to add the Calculate, Update All Paths, and Clear Motion Path button to your quick favorite by right-clicking on them. This way you will be able to perform this operation directly in the 3D viewport pressing the Q key. You can calculate the motion path in the desired animation range. It will generate a motion path per selected bones, instead of having to calculate them one by one. And then in the motion path option under display, you can change their color or even change the thickness of the motion path. If you don't want to display the whole motion path, you can switch to your round frame option in the path type. Just experiment with the different values. If you want to learn character creation, rigging and animation and take your skill to a professional level, you will find extensive and top-rated Blender courses on p2design.com. Hundreds of professionally edited videos shipped with all the models, rig and Blender files. Use the code P2Design to get 10% off on any of the courses. Spline and polishing are often mistakenly mixed up while they are two very different concepts. Splining is just the process of changing your interpolation mode from stepped or constant to spline or Bezier, and you start editing the curves to improve your animation. But we can also consider it's polishing the animation as you're trying to improve it. You can polish your blocking too, so polishing is not, by definition, related to the interpolation mode. It's just the extra work you put on your animation or artwork to make it look better. Polishing is very subjective. You can switch to spline, selecting all your keys in any animation editor and press T. You may switch to spline when your blocking shows everything you need not to leave any possible interpretation to your animation. All key poses, anticipation, overshoot, extremes, contact poses and breakdown are clearly defined and you already have a solid timing. You should be able to read the arcs of your animation before switching to spline. Squash and stretch are deformation applied to a character or object to create a sense of weight and elasticity. It often refers to the bouncing ball mimicking weight on impact and faked motion blur during the stretching. It's one of the most important principles that applies to everything, whether it's your whole character silhouette or one feature deformation. You may use object scale to fake it or hope for your rig to have specific controllers. Smears and multiples fake the motion blur that you would have on a real movie or also in your real-life perception when watching a fast-moving object. You can create smear, deforming and stretching your character along his motion path, or use shape keys. Check this video for a detailed tutorial on how to create smears. Create multiple, simply duplicate your character mesh, and keep what you need and animate the mesh visibility. You can use this method in Game Engine using particle system to spawn the multiples. Mixing smears and multiples is also welcome.
Wow.
Anticipation and micro-anticipation give the viewer an idea of what's about to happen and allows the character to gather energy for the next move. Here is the anticipation on the throw or on an attack. If we remove the anticipation, the animation doesn't read well and feels less believable. In this specific attack animation, the anticipation is this pose, and I'm adding a micro-anticipation of 1 or 2 frames on top of it to improve the impact of the animation. Basically taking the anticipation pose and pushing it a lot. The micro-anticipation is just a very short anticipation, and it's super useful when you have a very short timing to perform an action and keep it readable, especially in gameplay animation. I've built the previous anticipation using an extreme pose. Extreme poses refers to the drawings or poses where your character reaches an extreme. It can be the highest point of a jump, the most pushed anticipation pose, an overstretched punching pose. It's often built from a pushed key pose or golden pose. Staging is a very broad concept that basically defines everything in bold to clearly communicate the idea in a shot. You may use composition, FXs, anticipation, etc. to guide your audience eyes and thought. For example, we could consider these dust impacts FXs as staging features, as they captured the attention of the viewer toward the robot before the rocket hits. Absolutely everything in your animation, sound included, has to be thought, as part of the staging. Straight ahead and pose to pose are two different methods of animation. The first one is when you draw or animate your character frame by frame. It can be great when doing lip sync, for example, where you build your poses following along with your audio, or when you are working on FXs, where it can be complicated to predict what your FX will look like on specific frames or specific timing. Pose to pose is the method I use most of the time, where you build your main or key poses as defined before, and then slowly add breakdowns and details, offering the best control over your timing and spacing. Follow through and overlapping actions generally refers to a motion offset in your animation. Pretty obvious on hanging features like a ponytail or clothes, but can be applied to any features. You generally need to figure out what leads the animation, like the center of gravity for example, and add a bit of dragging to the features attached to it. You can make an arm dragging on a fast throwing animation for example, or the different gears on this robot. Overlapping and follow-through animation give a good sense of physicality. Learn more about it in this dedicated video. Slow in and slow out, or easing in and easing out, refer to acceleration and deceleration, and can be easily identified using the motion path and the graph editor. A linear interpolation without any easing will look very robotic, while adding easing will give it more physicality. You'll get this effect for free switching to Bezier in Blender, but you need to use this wisely as it may not fit every motion. You don't want to slow down or ease out before an impact, for example. As the ball falls, it's perpetually accelerating till it hits the ground. As the character throws a punch, the punch is accelerating before impact. It will show in your graph editor this way. As a curve is getting horizontal, the spacing is getting smaller and the ball is slowing down. You ease in when you're accelerating, and you ease out when you are decelerating. Tuning refers to having symmetry in your animation, whether pose-wise or timing-wise. It is often to be avoided as it may not look natural. Landing, for example, you may offset feet contact by 1 or 2 frames, but tuning or symmetry can be used to show strength, mastery, and control. Frame rate is the number of images per second used in animation. Generally 24 frames per second for movies or animated films, as it can be easily divided by 2, 4, 6, or 8 to create clean timing charts or animate on twos, and 30 frames per second for game animation, as it can easily be upscaled to 60 frames per second by game engine or even more, as it has to fit screen refreshing rate. Animating on ones or twos refer to the number of frames a drawing or pose is held. In 2D or traditional animation, we often animate on twos, making 12 drawings for 24 frames to save drawing labor. It's also the preferred method for stop-motion animation. Part of an animation might be drawn on ones, one drawing per frame, when we have a very fast motion that needs extra drawing to be clearly read by the audience. An animation is very slow, you can draw on 3s, 4s, etc. You can easily create a stop motion effect on your character animation using the NLA editor and adding a modifier stepped interpolation.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know.
Secondary action is an extra detail you may add to the main motion of your character to emphasize or better communicate the main idea. It can be a facial expression during a movement showing extra aggressiveness or effort from the character. A bored character may tap his fingers on the table while he sighs. We often refer to exaggeration in 3D as pushing the pose. You take one action and you push it as far as you can, so that it better communicates the idea or the action. For me, this is the most important job of an animator, exaggerating an idea. It can be done with broader movement or motion, or exaggerating a reaction. Soccer players will make great animators for sure. Skill drawing. You may consider it's out of context, as you don't need to draw when manipulating a digital puppet or character rig, but drawing will improve your observation and analysis skill. And this is the most important skill for any artist. So solid drawing is less important for 3D animators, but it will definitely take your animation skill to the next level. It's also very useful when giving feedback to your peers. Appeal is a very subjective concept. It refers to the fact your character or your animation are interesting to look at. For me, it mostly relies on the staging and the idea, and in the execution I'm looking for clear silhouette and as much contrast as possible in both shape and rhythm. Again, this is a very personal and a very subjective topic. This wraps up this video. I hope you found it informative. And
there's a lot of things brought up. I guess... You just go over a lot of, what's it called? Ideas, words, keywords. What do you call that? I don't know. I guess it's good to watch first, because now, hopefully as I learn more, I'll kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember that. He mentioned it at some point. Yeah, this guy does a lot of good videos. I think he also has like, here, if we go back to this one, we go into the playlist. Real-time VFX for games, animation Blender, rigging animation tech in Blender. So yeah, not bad. Alright, give me 1 second. I will BRB, and then we'll see what else we do. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Alright. What are we doing? What's going on? I think I'll definitely save that video. The principles. Because even though there was a lot of, like, you know, keywords that I don't really know too much, it's definitely, like, a good thing to look into, you know. I think, hold on, I thought he had, like, a sort of tutorial sort of video. Or, I guess, like, video series. I know he has the course, but obviously that's, like, paid, and I think I checked yesterday, and it costs, like, $80. But I thought he had something else. I know he has like the full run cycle animation tutorial series. I thought he had another one though. You guys hear that? Oh yeah, you can't. Hold on. Oh no, you can't. Never mind. I don't know. I definitely do want to do a tutorial though of some kind. Hmm. Something that I could follow along to. I tend to learn pretty well when I follow along with something. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, you know what? Let's see if I can try to look for something. I don't really want to watch the like 1 hour video that goes over learning the basics of animation. Although it seems to go like much into the nitty gritty detail of things. So maybe I should watch it at some point. I think for what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put her in the starting soon screen. Um, cause yeah, I don't know. Like I said, at the start, I am tired today, and I guess I'm not I'm not feeling all that great, at least when it comes to, you know, uh, trying out a bunch of different stuff. So let's do that, because I know that's something that I definitely want to do. I guess I'll save this. What is it called? It's called armature. Let's name it something specific. Linear armature. So when I import it, I can import all of it. So yeah, we'll do that. And I think after I'm done doing that, that's when I'll guess I'll call it a day. I might do a game. I don't know. It's up to how I feel like. I don't even know if I'm up for a game at this point. We'll see. All right, let me load it up. It's been a minute. It's always like a long while every in between each character loading up the living room thing. It is, I think, quite laggy. I have to like, I think one way to like reduce the lag is to like separate the characters, because obviously all the characters are in the scene. So I could separate the characters into like different scenes and then use the compositor to sort of bring them together. I think I was doing something like that with Perona. Um, but I ended up not doing it because it came out looking weird, I think. It didn't look the best. Hey, hold on. Well, actually, I think I might have actually ended up doing it. Hold on. It's being very slow. Sorry. Oh, it's being slow because it's like loading up all the materials and stuff. Well, you know what I could do actually? I could hide everything, but keep the render on so that when I render, it will show everything, but you know, because right now the Medusa model's turned on, and so is the Lenny model. So I could hide it from view. Why? Where is she? Hold on. Oh, there's Regulus. There we go. That speeds things up a bit. So you can't see them now, and I could always turn it on, um, in case I want to like make sure that I'm not colliding with anything or, you know, intersecting with a character. Oh yeah, so that doesn't include, okay. I did do some things with the compositor. Oh, actually, did I? Oh, wait, not here. I think I did it with this one. Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh wait, can you guys even see what I'm looking at? Oh no, you can't. Oh shit, hold on. Wait, why can't you guys? Oh wait, it's because it's... Okay, hold on. It's because it was locked onto the linear animation try. Still, let me close out of that so you guys can see. Here we are. All right, let me make a... I could even hide like the props and stuff if that gets too much. I think it's fine right now though. Let me make a new collection. I'm gonna call this collection actually characters. I'm gonna put all the character stuff in here. So Regulus and Medusa will go in there. So then I'll make a new collection and I'll call this one Linny. And then inside of the link connection, I'm gonna save real quick because I'm going to append. Okay, so we're gonna append Linny Eyes, Linny Armature, and Linny 3D. Is she like shorter than Regulus? I think she might be. I never actually ended up fixing her height. I think her height is wrong. I guess I could fix it like now if I wanted to, but I think it's whatever. It'll just be like something that I'll think back on and be like, oh yeah, her height's fucked and it's not right, but I'm not gonna touch it or do anything. No, actually, she's really fucking small. I'm pretty sure she's smaller than Regulus. I mean, compared to, the reason why I say that is because compared to like the couch is like fucking huge. It's like it goes all the way up to like, I think, is she touching the ground there? Yeah. It's like it takes up almost to like, yeah, it goes all the way up to like her waist and shit. She looks like comically small compared to like the room. I think maybe I should fix her height situation. I'll make her a little taller. Well, cause like, wait, what is this at? I'll make her like maybe that tall. There. Alright, now what do I want her doing? I don't know. Like I said, she's like... In the show, she's like an emotionless demon character. All demons are emotionless, I believe. I haven't watched it. So what would she be doing in the room? Do I want another sitting character? I already have two. I kind of want her to like interact with something. Then again, oh wait, let's look at the camera. Because the camera is also important. Is that the right camera? That's not the right camera, is it? Oh, it is. What the fuck? Oh, it's so zoomed in because I don't have a wall for the left side. So if I like were to zoom out anymore, you'd be able to see the outside. I was actually thinking about this of like potentially like copying like this side of the wall and then like moving it over here. And I could keep it like apart. I don't have to like connect them so that I could remove it if I need to. Like if I were to like change up the camera angles. Um I think I might have to do that. I wonder if that's possible if I were let's try it out. If I were to not that or that or that in there. It's being connected there. Okay. If I were to duplicate this, how does that look like? I think it's missing the wall inside. Hold on. I don't think I've selected everything. Oh yeah, I did select this corner over here. There we go. If I were to duplicate that, that works, I think. And then we'll bring it over here. Wait, let me turn on what's it called? Increment. Because I think everything is oops shit. Oops shit. I think everything is pretty symmetrical or whatever. Oh, never mind. Hello. What is that? Ome. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna be honest with you. Meth Sarah. I'm gonna rotate this 90 degrees this way. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm just doing a bunch of random shit. Don't worry about me. Wait, is that like correctly? I don't think it's like, yeah. And then we have that wall, which isn't perfect because over here is... Oh, that's not filled in. I think if I tried to fill this in, it would look wrong. Maybe. I kind of want to hold on. I want to kind of like separate it into its own object so I don't have to like worry about clipping or whatever. What the hell? How does that look? Yeah, it doesn't look good. Oh, that actually kind of works. I guess it's because of the... It is like a procedural whatever. I guess it just kind of fills things in. Let's see how the camera looks. See, now that the wall's there, we can, like... Oop, not that. We can... Where's the camera? Oh, it's in here. Is it in here? Oh, yeah, it is. You can kind of, like... Ooh, what the fuck? How do I... I can kind of, like, move back a bit. So I'm able to, like, capture more of the room a little bit. Now I don't have to worry about this corner, like, peeping out, I guess. Let's bring the other characters in for a second, just so I can see how they look like with the camera. Oh, I probably should have saved before I did that. Alright, there we go. I need to make sure that Perona also looks good. Hold on. Because I did adjust the camera there for a moment. Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright. Oh wait, why is she... Wait, is she posed up? Hold on. Oh wait, no, she is posed up. I was like, wait, what? I think it's because of her animation. I need to delete her animations in this scene. Wait, why isn't this working? Oh, it's that. She doesn't need any animations. Because I think I did reset her poses, but because I didn't like keyframe them, it wasn't kept. I have a text here. What the fuck is in the text? Mirror, two-person couch, one-person couch, rug, little table in front of the couch, bookshelf with books, plants, lamp, clock, painting, TV, props. Maybe. Okay, this is all stuff that I already did. I could delete all that if I wanted to. I thought there'd be like ideas, because I write down like things that I plan to do inside of those like Blender text files, and then I move on to like a new Blender project, and I just forget that I've opened those up. So I write down things that like, oh, I want to do this, and then I forget about it. I have like a lot of areas where I write down ideas and I end up forgetting where I put them. It's very annoying. All right. The issue is a lot of the props are located like here. If I want her to like play with something, like books or whatever. Wait, did I ever? I think one of my ideas was to like add. Did I ever ended up doing that? No, I didn't. Do I have that anywhere? No. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, the idea was that I was gonna make a book that was open, or maybe add a shape key to the book so that it would open and close, so that if I wanted to, I could give someone a prop of a book. But yeah, I I never made that, I guess. Anyway. Could put her there. Hold on. I could make her like pulling out books. You wouldn't be able to see exactly everything on the view. She'll kind of be blocking Regulus, although I'm kind of okay with that. That's not that big of a deal. She's pretty short compared to the size of the books. Or I mean the size of the bookcase. Hello. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me let me write something. All right, what was I gonna say? Okay, I want her to sort of be in the position of like grabbing some books. I want one of her hands to sort of be like down, as if she's holding books, and the other hand obviously like reaching inward, into the bookcase. I mean, and grabbing another one. Um, let's try to do that, I guess. Oh, before I do, my dogs are barking. I'm gonna go check what they're barking at. 1 second, BRB. Alright, I'm back. They were barking at nothing. I don't know what's wrong with them. Alright. Actually, you know what? Yeah, hold on. I want her to hold the books with her other hand. So I want it to sort of be visible that she's, like, reaching into the bookcase for more things. But I also want it to, you know... I want you to be able to see that she's, like, grabbed a book. The books are also huge, what the fuck? Might need to shrink the books down a bit. Maybe, hold on. Let me only copy one. Because maybe what I'll do is... I'll make it so that she's, like, holding the books against her body instead of just, like, holding it on her arm. Otherwise, I feel like the books kind of look a bit too big. I mean, they're still fucking huge. I'm definitely gonna have to, like, shrink them down. Could probably fit another one here. Then I think I made the book specifically so that I can... Oh, I don't know if that worked correctly, but I did make it so that I could go into here, go into UV editor, open up the, what is it called? Why do I have a mask in here? What the fuck? That's not good. Maybe under prop color. I made it so that I can very easily move the UVs to like a different color. Wait, did I select the right button there? No. You know what? Let me make her like hand shape, because she's supposed to do like a C shape, which means that like this, her hand is kind of like turned away a bit. Now I need to grab a book. Or I might even just like grab this one. Or no, you know what? I'll get a new one, because this one's like all nice and like, I could very easily just like bend it. I mean, a lot of these like little extra details of like her hand gripping the book, you won't even be able to see from the image all that well because of how far away it is. But I still wanted to sort of realistically grab the book. Oops. Accidentally minimize the screen. Do I want her arm there? I don't think I do. I think I just like wanted to get. I probably should have moved the hand first before I continued. That's my bad. That's fine. I could always just move the book where I want it to be. I think I want her hand to be a bit closer to her. And I want it to like stretch out a bit more. I also need to change the color of the book. Oh, perfect. And a part of the book is out of frame. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. All right, let's move the book. Let's get it. What color should we get it? Let's get it a nice purple color. Oh, I need to like rotate her head so that she's like looking upward. I feel like I need to do something with her legs or something. But maybe not. Maybe that's doing too much. At that point, what am I doing? I need to, do I need to edit her bottom hand? It's definitely not holding the books like at all. Let's do that then. Oh, that doesn't help at all. fantastic, I think. I think I'm gonna, just for added effect, I'll move like this foot back or something. Ooh, whoops, it's using normals, my bad. Just so that it doesn't look like she's just standing still. Or like both her legs are in the same position. At least she's somewhat dynamic in a way. Anyway, very good, very good. The first character is actually interacting with the scene in a way. Here, let me render this out. Hey. I got a secret. Woo woo woo. I got a secret. Woo woo woo. Oh, you know what I forgot to do actually? I forgot to save this 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 Blender file as the Linny file because I saved I saved it as like the Perona file because you know like oh this is the one that has like Perona in it but like I didn't do that for this one. I remembered I literally when I opened it up I was like I need to make sure I need to save this so that it's clear that this is like the starting. This is the Linny file. So now, if we take a look at reference image, bam, the new image. We have Regulus, we have Medusa, we have Perona, and now we have Linny. Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Obviously, you know, I came into this issue a long time ago. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but you know, the issue was that you know, I made 3 different versions of Medusa, so there's 3 different images of Medusa. And obviously, I made 2 different versions of Corona. There's the pre and post time skip version, and so those also have like their own separate images. But you know, that means that like I need to make an image for each variable, I guess you could say. So I need like Medusa in her witch outfit, but Perona in her pre-time skip, and then I need her in her witch, and then her in her post. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna choose like whichever one I like the most, which is why for the longest time it's always been Medusa staring at the camera. I don't know which one I like the most in the pre or post time skip version of Perona. I'm not too sure. It's only 2 costumes, so I could render out one and then render out the other. Here, let me switch to the Perona version. Because it's very easy to swap clothes for Perona. I think also for Medusa, but I don't think I saved because Medusa has different poses, and I don't think I saved like the other poses. So she's stuck at her like staring at the camera pose for the entire time. But here we have Perona. This is her. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, this is the pre-time skip, and now I have her post-time skip. So I could make another render. Oh, whoops. She's still in her pre-time skip. I think it's because I need to go in here and I need to render out this image first. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I disabled my bad. Okay, hold on. I see. Okay, let's try rendering again. There we go. So now I have both versions. Oops, shit. I closed out of it instead of saving it. I need give me 1 second. But now I have both versions. But I'll keep Medusa as is. I don't think I don't think I need 3 versions of Medusa. One of them is literally her, but with a lab coat, and one of them is her without it. So it's not that impressive. I think her in her like witch outfit, where you could see her tattoos, um, and stuff like that, is a lot cooler of I guess an outfit than her with or without her lab coat. But yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll switch it to the Lenny one. But yeah, that's about it. Cool stuff. So like I said, I want to like, at some point once this room gets crowded, I plan on sort of expanding it. And I'm going to do that by like adding a door here or adding like a little like gateway. I guess not really like a gateway, but adding like an opening here. Obviously like much taller. And this would lead to like another room. This is the living room, but I guess I'd have like a dining room maybe filled with like a table in the middle maybe. That's where people would go eat. At some point I want to have like a kitchen maybe. I also want to have like a corridor maybe, and in this corridor I'll have like maybe rooms where I could put like a bunch of different things in there. I don't want to like make a room for each character because then obviously as the amount of characters that I make grows, that's gonna get very hard to keep track of. And I don't know what else. Maybe a corridor to connect like other rooms. Maybe Nedza. Oh yeah. Ooh, what the hell? Potential. Ooh, potential goal for the future. Nothing is planned, nothing is promised, but it is an idea that I had. Alright. Oh, I didn't even show that one off, did I? Here, I can show it off. Two versions. But yeah, I think that's about it for today. I was gonna do other things, but there seems to be activity outside, so I need to go check up on that. So yeah, thank you for coming along. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your evening, rest of your day. I gotta go now. Goodbye.